We're joined now by one of the champions you saw in that piece, former world champion gymnast Mattie Larson, her attorney John Manley. Mattie, thanks for joining us today. When you heard the judge yesterday say to Nassar, "I've just signed your death warrant," did you think justice had been served?
For him, yes, absolutely. He will never be able to have the chance or the opportunity to do what he did ever again. It won't happen.
Your statement in court was so powerful. What was it like to confront him face to face?
It was like probably the most intense situation of my life, emotionally. I felt every type of way. I felt sick. I felt like I was going to faint at first. I told John I wasn't going to do it.
You weren't going to do it?
No, I wasn't going to testify. I didn't want to. I didn't want to put myself through it. I didn't think I was capable. And then literally on Sunday I decided, after going over it a lot and talking through it with my sister and a lot of tears and realizing that it's what I need to do. It's the least thing I could do after all that had happened to me. The least I could do was tell my story so it couldn't happen to other girls. And I decided to leave, and we left the next day.
How did it feel when you were telling it?
It felt like I was beginning to get my power back.
Well, it was an incredibly powerful statement. Try to help people understand how something like this could go on for so long. I know you even said that he had a kind of charm.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it was like there were so many contributing factors that kind of made it like the perfect formula, perfect cocktail for someone like him to thrive. I'm still processing it, but it was a systemic problem, and he was just a piece of the puzzle. It was a combination of the wrong people being in charge and neglecting things that needed to be done legally and didn't do them. It was a combination of us being abused mentally, emotionally, and physically from our coaches, and him being the only one that seemed to offer a helping hand, to smile, to care. We were desperate for some love. At least I was. I was desperate.
And that takes us right to the Carollis. We saw you speak about your time at the ranch there in the piece as well. And at one point you even faked an injury?
Yes.
Or injured yourself?
Yes.
So you could be brought home?
Yes. It was at home. I actually did it at home. My flight was the next morning at my flight was at 6:30. I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning. It was 10 or 11 p.m. I was crying, panicking, didn't want to go. I was taking a bath. It wasn't even a hard decision in my mind. I just turned on survival mode, and I was about 15 or 16, and it happened so quickly. I said to myself, there's no way I am stepping foot there this week. I'm not.
So you bumped your own head?
So I bumped my own head. I tried to make it seem like I had slipped in our family's bathroom and fallen. I did not actually slip. I faked it. I splashed water on the floor. I sat down on the floor, and I banged my head as hard as I could to ensure that I got a bump and to ensure that my parents could hear the bang.
That sounds so desperate, so desperate. Why couldn't you say anything?
It wasn't an option for me. I didn't know I could. I didn't have a voice. I would get in trouble if I said I didn't sleep well at night to my coaches. I would get in trouble if I said I wasn't feeling well. The abuse had been going on for so long, and I was a shell of a child. I was empty.
It's so painful to hear that, John. I know you think a lot more action should be taken against the Carollis.
Well, I think that at the very least there needs to be a full-blown investigation. I mean, the ranch is, was put forth by USA Gymnastics as an amazing place where gold medalists were made. But in fact, if you believe the allegations of these women, which I do, it was a house of horrors where, this doctor at the ranch and in the evening, if you needed something, you called Larry. He was allowed to go into their room and molest them in their rooms. He molested these girls, and these are the best America has to offer every day, sometimes twice a day. And literally no one was watching.
Mattie, it's so great to hear you say you're getting your power back. What do you want to happen next?
I want to find out how this could have possibly happened. I 110% should have never met this man. He shouldn't have been in my life. Something went wrong. There were allegations of him molesting girls in 1997. It's over 20 years ago. I was a toddler.
It's just crazy. Thank you for sharing your story this morning. Thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
Much more from Larry Nassar's victims. 20 survivors sharing their stories. More of the investigation on a special 2020 tomorrow night at 10 Eastern right here on ABC. Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.